Hello princesses! Today I'm going to be doing a $200 Aliexpress haul and store review. So this is a little bit of a different format for store reviews because Aliexpress is kind of a hard sort of review because each seller is like an independent seller. You can buy multiple things from one seller, so I can tell you the sellers that I enjoy, but in general, like, you can't just say a straight out like review for all of them because they're all different. And you'll see in this review how I can interact with sellers, get refunds for things that don't fit or did not actually turn up. I'm also going to be showing you how these fit on my body as well, and if they are accurate to the size measurements. Because buying clothes online is difficult enough as it is, especially if the seller is listing a product as a certain size and then when it actually comes it's like 2 sizes down and you're like, I just spent so much money on this. You could have just measured it. So the first one I'm going to be talking about is the one that I'm wearing right now, which I shouldn't be wearing because I should be holding it up, but that's okay. It is a beautiful pale pink color. It's a little bit darker than what it looks like on camera because the exposure is super high. That's a bit more like what the color is normally. This is called the Anself Women Rib
Knitted t-shirt, short sleeve, summer crop top, O-neck, cutout, heart, solid slim, t-shirt, Femme, top, 2018 pink.
Or as I like to call it, a pink crop top with the heart cut out, because the names on Aliexpress are basically just like, think about them like hashtags, like you put as many of them as you can into the title in the hopes that someone accidentally searches for it and it comes up. So I purchased this shirt for $14.68, this is in New Zealand dollars, and I have the size extra large in the colour pink. Now I've wanted one of these heart like cutout shirts for so long, but they never really fit because, okay, when you have bigger boobs, when you have things that have cutouts, if it stretches it looks like that and it no longer looks like a heart. So even though maybe like the shirt would be able to fit my boobs in because they are like, I am a curvier girl, the heart doesn't look good. So this one I actually ended up getting a refund for because it is substantially smaller than it is measured out to be, and that means that it is a little bit see-through, as you're going to see in the little cutaway shortly, and the heart, it sits okay. I'm pretty happy with that because my shoulders are narrower and it sits higher up on the chest than the hearts normally do. So I actually ended up getting a full refund for this one anyway because it doesn't match the product description and the size measurement. So this is my downstairs area, which is one of the only places that has like a just regular white wall, so we're down here today. So this is the little heart cutout shirt. It doesn't fit too poorly, but you can see some of the wrinkling through the chest, which means that it is too tight across my boobs. It is also a little bit see-through, so the bra that I'm wearing is not actually like a color, but it's like pink with like blue running through it, so you can see the bra through this. I either need to wear something that has like a nude color bra or like a tank top underneath, which is a little bit annoying, but the sleeves are actually okay. It fits fairly decently. It's supposed to be kind of like ruffled at the end, but it's too tight, so it just sits flush, but that's okay. It still fits alright, and I'm pretty like happy with the length. It fits okay with like a standard like high-waist skirt. You can see a little bit of like stomach, but just pull the skirt higher. The next shirt that I got is actually a shirt from Shein side because it's got the Shein labels. Did you know that they sell Shein clothes on Aliexpress? And it's actually cheaper than listed on Shein side as well, with free shipping, just so you know. And it's just a really cute little ruffle sleeved and then tie neck shirt. Yes, I'm aware you cannot see anything when I hold it up like this. That's why I'm going to show you what it looks like on my body soon. This shirt is actually pretty true to size. The fabric is pretty rough, which you can't really see in the photos. It's not like a thin chiffon or anything like that. It's kind of, yeah, it's just a thicker, rougher fabric. But I'm happy to report that this one, it does fit true to size. And I purchased this one for $13.95 in New Zealand dollars. Of course, the prices do fluctuate because everything goes on sale and then comes off sale and then goes back on sale. So you can't really trust it, but just wait until the prices get a little bit lower. Okay, so this shirt is totally see-through. Obviously, I will have to wear something underneath it, but because the back is just a full back, and there's nothing stopping me from actually wearing a tank top, that's not super problematic for me. I don't know how I feel about the bow. I think the sleeves are fine on me. I think it looks alright, like my shoulders aren't super broad, but I think the bow probably makes the boobs look a little bit bigger than I would like. They're already big. We don't need to emphasize that. But tell me what you think. I don't know about, like, the neckline is a little bit strange because it's fully up here and then it's attached to this bow. Shoulders, cute. A little bit bulky, totally see-through. But yeah, I think the bow is kind of like a little bit perkier in the photos. It kind of like sat more up here and nicely, whereas mine's quite limp and like not great, but it's okay. I don't mind it. I think I have to try and wear it a little bit because I feel like now my head looks really small in comparison, but it could just be like the really random angling that I have to get most of my body in this. Don't know. But yeah, tell me what you guys think of this. It does come in a pale pink as well, and it's fairly inexpensive, so I think I might get the pink. I might try and wear this a couple of times beforehand though. The next shirt is a little bit risky for me, but we are coming into summer in New Zealand, so I thought it'd be nice to have something to go with the short skirts that I have. You'll see that later. And it's just this little like spaghetti strap tank top that has a button at the back at the top, and then it has a bow that you can tie at the back. This is in the floral, which is really cute. It's a pretty true to size shirt. I can definitely fit it, but it fits really poorly. Like, it's just made in the wrong shape for my body. I cannot get it to look nice, and you can probably see it when I'm not wearing it at the moment, but you can see that there's a little lining that covers the triangles at the top, so you can kind of see the line going through there. That's really noticeable when you're wearing it, and the rest of it is really see-through. Because it's half backless, you can't wear anything underneath it, so this is not something I would recommend, and it's not something that I will be able to wear because no. Okay, so you can probably immediately see why I don't like this. You can clearly see where the lining is on the top, and it really just fits really, really badly. It's so gapey at the top. It just doesn't make any sense the way that it's been shaped. Yeah, my bra has like little extra bits. It's super cute. I love it, but it's totally see-through. And you cannot wear like a tank top with it because the back is kind of like that open sort of design, which it's not supposed to be this gapey, but I guess it's a little bit smaller than what it should be because it should sit sort of like flat, but it's too tight around the top. What's new? But the bow tie is really sweet. It just, yeah, I think the fit is terrible and the see-throughness is horrendous. Like, even if you cut out the top, it's still going to be see-through. So what is the point? Total fail. Do not recommend. Even though the print is cute, no. From the same company, I got another one, but this one is black and white striped. This one is actually lined, but they put stripes on the lining, so you can kind of see like a little ghost stripe in between. It's not awful at all. It's just slightly bizarre. So this one again has the button at the back and then a bow tie at the bottom of the back. And I tried this one on, and as soon as I put it on, the button came off. So I'm going to have to sew that back on because I found the button, it's fine. But in the video it's going to look a little bit strange because I can't do the top up because there is no button on it right now. But this one is much cuter. These were really, really, really cheap. This was about, it's listed at the moment as, I can't log into my Aliexpress because it's broken at the moment, so I'm just going by the links. But this one at the moment is $6 New Zealand dollars and 34 cents, so they are really, really, really cheap. It comes in a couple of different colors, so there's like dark navy with red stripes and then black with like mustard stripes. But this one, yes, I would recommend it. The floral one, no, even though they come from the same seller. One is lined and one is not. So this one is from the same brand, but like I said, the back, I don't have the button on it because it popped off as soon as I tried to put it on the first time, of course. But this is a little better quality than the previous one, even though they're from the same brand, because it is fully lined on the inside. But you can see the ghost stripes, which I think is kind of unusual. So you can see the thin grey stripes running through. That's because the flip side is also striped. Why would you do that? This one, I'm not quite sure about the fit because I need to obviously put the button on so that it sits nicely, but I think that it's probably going to be the same sort of weird weird puckering across the top. It's just not as noticeable because the shirt itself is not half see-through. And you actually can't see my bra through this, which is quite nice, even though obviously you will be able to see it from the back because it's a half backless shirt. What are you gonna do? But I think this will be quite nice in summer. It's just like nice and cool. It's not really like one of those like cutesy outfit things because I don't know, I thought I might be able to put it into something, but I guess it looks kind of cute with the pink skirt. This is an okay outfit. I don't mind it, but I'd probably just be wearing this with like a pair of high-waist shorts or something when it's super hot because there's not much the material, and it's definitely not something that I probably will teach in, even though I think I could because I can pull it fairly high. I'm not just sure if that's because the back is broken though, so 50-50 with that one. But overall it was really cheap, so I don't mind if it's not the best quality. It was like $6 New Zealand, so that's not bad at all. So next up I got a couple of sweaters because it's still kind of cold here, so you know, like I can always use a good sweater. The first one is uncharacteristically actually black. This one is from a brand called Dotfashion, and I've bought from them before, and I've got a really cute little like burgundy what are those called? Overalls. Oh my god, like dress overalls. I've got them from Dotfashion as well, and they always come in Shein bags, so Dotfashion and Shein must be the same sort of thing. I don't know, but this is just a little cropped sweater. It has scalloped bottoms, which I think are so cute. It's slightly longer than what I would like to wear with skirts, but slightly shorter than what I would like to wear with jeans, which is a little bit annoying. And I can only find it in black, which is again really annoying. I wish this would come in another color because I love it. The quality is not great, but it is true to size and it is a really nice quality outer. It's not lined, so it's not going to keep you that warm, but the fabric is actually really lovely, and this is about 15 New Zealand dollars. So if I could find it in another color, which they don't have listed, if they made this in white or pink, I would be so happy. I love a little scallop detail. This is probably one of my favorite pieces out of everything, even though it's black, which I don't mind black, but I generally prefer pink and pastel. But I have a lot of black clothing anyway, and I know I look good in black, so I mean it's not bad. But it fits really nicely. The scallop hemline, adorable, even though it is pretty poorly made. Like, it looks pretty ratty, but the sleeves are, hallelujah, a nice length that I can kind of like touch and bring my hands into like that when I get cold, which I always get cold. And it's a great size. Like, it's nice and roomy throughout the bust, and it's something that I could definitely fit clothing underneath and wear it like an actual sweater for once. There's not too much to see up close. It's making the white balance go hilariously bad, but what's new with black? And it just, you can't see anything through it. It is a little bit thin, so you can see the outline of the boob. That happens. And then down the bottom you have the scalloping, but you can kind of see that the scalloping looks a little bit like not great. So that is what I mean by the quality not being great. Like, there's a big chunk out of that's broken. That's fantastic. And in general it's just, it's cut quite poorly. It was cheap, so I'm not that mad at it, and you can't really see from a distance, but when you're looking up close, like, you can tell it's a cheap sweater. I really like it. I think it looks cute, and I think it'll look cute with pants as well. Okay, so this is the sweater with a pair of mid-rise jeans. I really want a pair of like proper high-rise, so high-rise for me would come just up here, like blue denim. I've got black high-rise, which I love, but black on black, you're gonna see nothing, so blue it is. Plus I think the black and blue is still like pretty cute. We're still doing cute. I think that this sweater is like, it's just long enough for a mid-rise pair of jeans, as long as I don't raise my arms, because obviously you are gonna see some stomach unless I put a longer shirt on underneath, which is totally acceptable. You know, like, I could wear a tank top underneath this and then I would be fine. But yeah, this is very accurate. On the website they showed a girl wearing it with jeans, and it's pretty much what I expected. So Dotfashion, thank you for actually measuring your items and putting your models in something that at least vaguely resembles it. If it's not the same thing, because the quality's a bit not great, but it actually lives up to the expectations of what you think you're getting. 10 out of 10, I would recommend this. 12 to 20 out of 10 if you made it another colour. Preferably pink or white. That would be so cute, but probably not going to happen. If you've seen something like this, even if it's more expensive, don't care. I will buy it in another colour. Tell me down below. What do you think? Next up we have this super cute peach neckline sweater, which you might have seen in some videos already. This one was a little bit more expensive. This was $19.70, like pretty much everything was under 20, but it's pretty true to size. It's a little bit short, so I'll show you what it looks like in a couple of minutes. But yeah, it's just a little bit too short for me. I think I went for size large for this one. No, I went for size, did I really order a medium? I guess I did. This is a really big sweater anyway, so the size medium, the chest measurement is 112 centimeters, which I'm pretty sure this is not, so I could actually request a refund for this one if I wanted to, if I measured up. It's actually really easy to get refunds on Aliexpress. It's supposed to be 102 centimeters on the waist, and it's supposed to be a body length of 59 centimeters, which is probably pretty legit, but I feel like if I went up to size L, this must be why I got a medium. The chest size is 116, which is bigger than my chest is substantially, but the body length is only 60 centimeters, so I only gained 1 centimeter in length, which doesn't make sense. But the peaches are really cute. The embroidery is fantastic. The quality of the fabric is not bad. It doesn't have that weird plastic smell. It's not lined. They never really line the sweaters, but so it's not going to be that warm, but it is a nice light throw-on sweater. This is the peach hoodie in size medium, which you can see as well. Like all of the sweaters, it has really short arms, which is kind of frustrating, but like if I wear a watch, it's kind of good because it'll sit above the watch, but like when it's cold, my hands and my arms are half cold because like they're sticking out. It's also really short, so I'm going to put some pants on in a minute and show you what it looks like with pants as well. But I think this one I can't get away with tucking it into the skirt because I think it's just a little bit too big, but I mean, let's give it a go anyway. So that is what it looks like when it's tucked in. I think it looks cute, but it makes the skirt look more bulgy than it normally is because the skirt is quite thin and it's quite tight across the stomach. So you can see that the buttons, I don't know if you can see that the buttons are starting to like pull apart a little bit more like that. And being that this is a dome skirt, I don't want to add any more bulk than I need to. But up close as well, obviously the peaches, so cute. It is a little bit see-through. Again, I'm not wearing a shirt underneath because I don't know, I just couldn't be bothered putting a shirt underneath this one. I can fit one in though, I promise. It's quite like spacious. But you can see, again, I can see my bra through it, so everybody else can see it through too. Not super great. And you can see it's super thin because you can see like the outline of the boob. Welcome. But no, I mean, the bust size is actually quite comfortable. The arm and the shoulders, great. The arm length, really not get cold. Do I just have really long arms maybe? And the torso length, again, I personally don't like it. So this is what we're looking like with a pair of jeans on underneath. It really only just covers the waistband of the jeans. If I put my hands up, there's the stomach. And then if I put my hands down, it just stays like this. You have to constantly adjust it. It's just, yeah, I don't think it's long enough for me. I think it's cute. I just think that the effort of me like constantly pulling it down to an acceptable length, even if I'm just reaching for stuff in the grocery aisle, it's just like you have to constantly adjust it. And it's honestly a bit of a pain in the butt. I wish I got this in maybe like a t-shirt instead, because I know the peaches do come in the t-shirt. There's one that has just hearts as well, which I think is super cute, but I went for the sweater because it was cold. And now I'm regretting. So this is the part where we start to go downhill. The last sweater that I got is the 2018 New Autumn Harajuku hoodie, love embroidery, lace-up long sleeve, loose women's sweatshirt, girl vintage elegant casual tops. It says hoodie, but it definitely doesn't have a hood, but you would have already seen this as well in some videos. It's got some cute little embroidered hearts and this really cute little lace-up detail. However, this is one of the products that actually measures 2 sizes down. Notice that I've got a bunch of foundation on the inner rim of this. Well done. So I got this in size large, not that you can tell because there is no size tags on this, but it actually measures as a small. If I wanted a small, I would have bought a small. I wanted the size large because this does not fit well. So one of the big problems is that it's quite tight around the chest, but it's also super short. It's just, it looks silly. I think I could probably get away with it as a skirt, but not much else. The material itself isn't too bad. It's kind of almost like a neoprene, like scuba fabric. It's not bad. It doesn't smell odd. It's of course not lined, so it's not going to keep you warm at all. This was one of the more expensive items at $22.29. I requested a refund for this one because it's quite obviously not the right size. It's like 2 sizes down, and with Aliexpress you can say I want to refund only or I want to return the goods. I said refund only because the shipping cost to China, it has to be tracked, is astronomical. New Zealand is terrible with their shipping outside of New Zealand, and they completely ignored my request to not return it and then said, yeah, we'll give you a refund if you return it, which is super annoying. So the trick to not getting them to do that is not to request the full amount. Just take like a couple of cents off the end and they won't ask you to return it generally. But like I've had this with like a MacBook like screen protector sticker. Like I put the screen protector on and it didn't, you know, like it didn't sit flat because it had gotten bent, and they were like, yeah, we can refund you if you return it. I'm like, it's a sticker that I have put on the MacBook and taken off. How am I going to return this, and why would you want it? Like, they do not, honestly, they do not actually read what you write in the description. They don't. And if you request their help, even if you ask to chat to a real person, it is not a real person. It's just a bot, because every time you say something it'll be like, thanks, I'm listening, thanks, I understand, and then it will give you a solution that totally doesn't help at all. So the return process for Aliexpress is incredibly frustrating sometimes. Sometimes it's totally fine. This, not happy. It's the most expensive item and I can't get a refund for it. This is horrifically small. I would not purchase this in this size if I knew it was this size because it's so short, and it's like skin tight. It looks okay from the top, which is why you've been seeing me wear them in like videos where you can just see from the top half of me, but it's also a little bit see-through, and the bottom hearts I think are in really weird places. So you've got the 3 hearts on the top, which I think are cute, so 2 on the shoulders, and then there's 1 underneath here, but then they do the same thing. There's 2 just underneath my boobs and then 1 down here. It's not like, I thought it might be like a little like polka dot heart sort of thing, but no, they've really gone pretty minimal on this one. And the sleeves are hilariously short. I don't have long arms, but like no sleeves I find are actually long enough for my arms. It just looks kind of stupid. But of course it looks cute from this distance because you can only really see the little bow tie detail and the hearts. Adorable, but yeah, no. I mean, I'm not wearing a shirt underneath this because I can't fit a shirt underneath this because it's so skin tight. But yeah, you can see my bra through this. I hope I don't get flagged for that. Not nudity, you can just see a bra. It's just like a, you know, it's just a bra. But this one they did show tucked into a skirt, so I'm going to try tucking it into a skirt to see if it looks like maybe like I could wear it as a shirt. I don't know. I usually don't tuck sweaters into skirts, but I guess this isn't a sweater because it's not lined. So this is the sweater tucked into the skirt, which, I don't know, I think looks a little bit cuter because you can't see like, you can see like the 2 hearts here and this here, but it looks a little bit less random because there's no hearts on the bottom section. I don't know, what do you guys think? Should I keep it or should I donate it? It doesn't have any tags on it, it never did have tags. I always try and keep the tags on things so that if I end up donating them, people know that they're new and not used, but I guess I've worn this and I've got like foundation in the collar, so What do you think? I think it's kind of cute. It looks more like a skivvy from this, like when it's tucked in, but it doesn't disturb the line of the skirt too much, which looks awful on me anyway, but we'll get to that later. So I got some skirts as well. So this is the 2018 New Women
Summer mini skirt, high waist pleated single row, buckle sweet coot skirt, female, number 5176.
This is miniature. It's teeny tiny. Not only is it very short, it is very small, to the point where I cannot zip it up. So I might show you what it looks like from the side, partially unzipped. I don't know, probably, because it's kind of funny. But the problem is that it's not a skirt, it's shorts. You probably can't see it because it's all white, but it's got shorts on the inside, which, if you look at this photo, it does not have shorts. So this one was $19.70, and I got a refund for this because, okay, the girls with the chunky thighs will know skirts are a blessing if you're a chunky monkey like me, but when they have shorts on the inside, you can't get them up your legs. I'm sure I'm preaching to the masses, especially when you put little silky shorts in that have no stretch and are tiny. And there's no measurement for the shorts because the skirt is not supposed to have shorts in it. And Aliexpress does have like little reviews that other people can write. Nobody else that I saw got shorts in their skirt. Maybe it's just the white one has shorts because it could be see-through. Just put a skirt lining in it, not shorts. That's not the way to do it. Also, the buttons don't work. I thought they would, but I mean, I'm kind of glad they don't, because obviously I would not be able to zip it up if it did have removable buttons. So, fail, would not recommend, not true to size, way too small. So, the tragedy of all tragedies. This skirt has shorts. Shorts do not fit me because they are currently cutting the circulation off of my thighs, and also it's like 2 or 3 sizes smaller than it should be, so I cannot zip it up. I could get the waist done up, but there's no chance that I'm getting that zip past my stomach. It's not happening. Unfortunately, the skirt is actually kind of cute. Like, you can see that it's like trying to follow the shorts up the entire length of my body, and it doesn't sit correctly because obviously it doesn't fit. But if you could fit it, I think it would be actually really cute. However, it does have shorts in it. I don't know how you feel about that, but I'm not feeling great about it. Let's just hide those again. I'm just going to hide the side of my body here. The shorts are like that silk material that has absolutely zero stretch. This is hard to get on. Like, there's no stretch to it whatsoever. I didn't sign up for pants. I signed up for a skirt that had buttons that I could, you know, wrap around myself. 0 out of 10. If you can fit it. Look-wise, I think if you could get it on, it would be really cute, and it comes in beautiful colours, but I would have to drop like 5 dress sizes to fit into it. Like, okay, not 5, like probably 2 dress sizes to fit into it. It's not a happening thing. I'm going to struggle to take this off for 5 minutes, excuse me. The next skirt I've got, I have been eyeing up for so long because it looks so freaking cute. It's got little like tulip looking flowers on the skirt. I don't know if those are supposed to be tulips or not, but it is so cute. The skirt actually does have pockets, not that you can fit anything in it because it is so small. Again, it is only like maybe 2 or 3 centimeters too small on the outside, but it doesn't stretch, so that is really difficult. If you were on the edge of fitting it, I probably would go either the size up or not buy it at all. But it's also super short. It's an inappropriate length for me personally. I don't think I can get away with this being that short. I mean, I'm a teacher. I can't just roll up to school in a little mini skirt. It doesn't, no. Maybe on the weekends, but still, no. But it is super cute. If you can do short skirts, I mean, I'm a pretty short person. Like, I'm only 163 centimeters tall. Like, if you are tall, no. But yeah, no, I think that the pockets, I think it's a beautiful color as well. Like, I'm so happy with the color. The fabric is nice, but it's just too short. and it's shorter than what is listed on the measurements. So okay, so this skirt is so cute. I think it is adorable. Yes, it kind of accentuates the belly, but the belly's there. You can't hide it all the time. Whatever, it's a really, really tight skirt. I thought it would be a little bit looser than this, but the measurements were incorrect. It is also so short. I don't know. What do you guys think? It definitely doesn't match the shirt because they are two different tones of pink. This is more like nudie pink. This is more like, I don't know, rosy pink. It would look really cute with the little white shirt that I had, but the white shirt is see-through, and I didn't bring a tank top downstairs because I'm dumb. I can kind of fit my hands into the pockets, but like I'm not going to fit anything else into the pockets. Maybe a phone. Well, don't I look like an adventurer? You can fit a phone in the pocket, kind of hide your stomach. The pockets are adorable. The skirt is so tight and so short. I don't know how you guys feel about that. Like, let's just look at the bum. That is where my bum ends. There is literally no room for me to like have the skirt wiggle up at all. So that's a little bit better, but yeah, no. That is where my underwear is. There. That is where it is. That gives me like that much space before my bum is out to the world. And I don't know about you, but I like to keep my bum in my pants, or skirt in this case. So as cute as it is, it may feature in some outfits where I take a photo and then get changed because I adore it. I think it is so beautiful, but I mean, like, you can squidge it down a little bit, but it only goes so far because then the hips start to happen. So that's like a little bit better. That, I don't know, guys. I like it. Maybe if you're shorter than me, it will fit a bit better. I'm 163 centimeters, and I don't know what that is in feet because I don't do feet. I think it's like 5'3" or 5'4" maybe. I don't know. I'm pretty short as it is, but this doesn't pass the fingertip test. If I wiggle it all the way down, it's getting closer, but it's not close enough for me. This is also what happens if you wiggle it down as well. Like, the lining doesn't go with it, so it starts to like, yeah, no. But these are what the pockets look like. I thought I would show you up close. I think the pockets are so cute. The embroidery is actually really, really well done. I don't mind it at all, and I don't think it's super see-through. But no, yeah. There's my bum. There's where the skirt ends. Not super great. I just think it's cute. I just think for me it's too small. The last item I received, happy days, is another skirt that I'm holding up backwards, and it actually kind of fits. It's a little bit smaller than what is listed, but not so much that I can't wear it. It is slightly stretchy in the fabric. The colour is a little bit lighter than I would like. It kind of matches this, but not particularly. And the buttons, surprisingly, aren't buttons, but they're snaps. Which will be fine unless I surprisingly bend over or eat a really large lunch and snap out of the skirt. But no, this one is actually really cute. I really enjoy this. It is a little bit too short still. It's better than the other one, like I think maybe like 2 centimeters longer, which is like just long enough that I can get away with it for like out of school wear. But no, it's fairly cute. I think it's going to look cute in some pictures, so that's at least a good use for it. Okay, now for the skirt that I've been wearing like this entire video. It's a nice pale pink. I think it looks cute. The material is really thin, so you can kind of see like every bump on my body, which as a slightly chubby girl, like, it's not a great look. It does kind of give me that really nice like brick aesthetic as well. I have got no bum, like literally no bum. So having a bigger stomach just makes it look, yeah, I feel like I look a little bit square. It's kind of short. My measurement for shortness on skirts is that if it is shorter than my fingertips when I hold them down here, then it is too short for me to be wearing. This one is shorter than my fingertips, not by much. I don't really know. I might wear this one on the weekends. We will see. I don't know. I just don't feel super confident in it because it is so clingy. Also, I cannot get this flap to lie down. It's really annoying. It doesn't feel tight, but you can see that the buttons are kind of like a little bit pulled to the side. These are domes, so I don't want to be making myself too chubby in this because otherwise I'm kind of concerned I'll start popping the domes out. But yeah, the waist is pretty big. I've got an hourglass shape, so my waist is very small, and then my hips and my bust are bigger, so it's quite tight on the hips. That's the main problem for me. But let me know what you guys think of it. I think the color's cute. I just kind of wish that the fabric was more was a little bit thicker so it hid a little bit more for me. But it's really fun to pop off. So there are a couple of things that I did not receive. There is one skirt, which I will show you here, which the seller shipped on the 23rd of August, and then on the 17th of September, yesterday, it was marked as seller cancelled the shipping. Like, what happened in that space of time? Like, did they just leave it at the warehouse or something? I don't know. I got a refund for it because obviously the seller cancelled the order, but I had to request the refund. But that's fine. Got a refund. Doesn't matter. The second thing was supposed to come with that peach sweatshirt. It was another shirt like this that was white. I thought it had long sleeves, but on the photo it definitely has short sleeves, so I don't know what my brain was thinking with getting two heart shirts. Like, what's the point in that? But it didn't turn up in the package. Now this one was a little bit difficult, and I'm actually saving all of my rubbish for a September, like, how much rubbish does a beauty blogger make? And I was blessed because I still had the packaging, the outer packaging for it, because I realized that it was supposed to come in that one because they didn't give me two tracking numbers. But when you request like a refund, Aliexpress is like, no, it was delivered. And I'm like, yeah, but no, Aliexpress, it wasn't in the packet is what I'm trying to say. So you have to change your request for a refund to, instead of like shipment didn't get delivered, to incorrect like quantity of items, which is a little bit confusing, but now kind of makes sense post, annoyance. And they are going to request that you take a photo of the outer packaging. Blessed that I still had it, and my one said that I needed to contact my shipment company to get some information from them, and I ended up uploading the photo of the outside of the packaging, and then because it was the weekend, couldn't contact my shipping company in New Zealand. They're closed on the weekends. Why would you do that? But they ended up accepting the fact that I just took a photo of the outside and gave me the return. But yeah, they weren't going to give me anything because they were like, well, like the seller says that it's in there and you're saying that it's not, basically. So yeah, if you get an order from Aliexpress and something is missing from the order, take a photo of the outside packaging. They want to see the shipment labeling, and that should cover you, theoretically, if they listen and it's not a bot. Who knows? So yeah, that is, I think, all that I ordered. I'm going to see if I can log into Aliexpress again. By the way, my computer is on my lap. That's why I'm looking down at it. Because I think I forgot something. I don't actually know anymore. I got that. Yep, nope. Yep. Okay. So in total, I ordered 12 items from Aliexpress. I received 10 of them, and I got refunded for 5 of them, including the 2 that didn't actually make it to me. One of them is still pending. It's the one that they want me to send back. I'm not sending it back. It cost $40 to return, and the item only cost $20. That would leave me out of pocket $20. That makes no sense whatsoever. Also, the seller will not pay for your shipping. You have to pay for your shipping, which is totally legit, but you have to track it. Like, it has to be tracked, and $40. No. So of course, ordering anything from Aliexpress is always a massive hit or miss. Recommendations from me: find sellers that you like. So I really enjoy Dotfashion. They are great. Shein side, usually a pretty good seller too. Some of the other ones, a little bit dodgy. So find the sellers that you like and continue to purchase and support them. Generally, if a couple of the items turn out well, most of the items will. Whereas if you just buy from any old random seller, sometimes they won't ship them. They're completely the wrong size. It's difficult. 2 is to always check the measurements, because you cannot tell if a large is going to be large enough or a small is going to be small enough. Check the measurements, measure yourself. I just leave my measurements on the computer so that I don't have to go around and measure my boobs every single time I want to buy a shirt. Too much admin. And I kind of just have my measurements measured in my mind anyway, memorized. And the third one is to check out the reviews. If there are no reviews on an item and it's really expensive, I wouldn't buy it. I know someone has to be the first person to buy it, but you don't know what quality you're getting. You really don't. So if there's like 500 reviews and they've got like a good like 4.5, like 3, not so bad rating, check why people aren't rating it highly. Like maybe they're saying that the sizing is wrong, that the material is super sheer, this, that, like the colors are inaccurate. See why people don't like the item, and if you can look past those flaws or it's really cheap, buy it anyway. But yeah, I shop at Aliexpress fairly regularly because I can find really cute items that come in my size. Hallelujah! They're cheap, they're cute. Generally, if they're not the right size, I can probably get a refund for it. Maybe if Aliexpress is being like not an absolute like. But yeah, it's kind of hard to find cute and girly fashion that is in a plus size, even though I'm not like a massive person. Generally the cute fashion is like for really petite people, which size, like height wise yes, width wise no. So those are my thoughts on Aliexpress. If you've shopped with them before and have some favorite sellers, leave them down below. I would love to know so I can purchase more from them. And yeah, I think I'm going to be doing a little video for Himekaju fashion if you are a plus size princess in a couple of days or a couple of weeks maybe. So some of the items from the Aliexpress haul are probably going to be featured in that because yeah, it's just one of the easiest places to get them from. But thank you guys so much for watching this video. I know it's probably going to be super long, but I hope you enjoyed it. If you would like more fashion related content, leave some thoughts down below. Generally, the 2 that I've done so far have been pretty well received, so I'm keen to keep doing more if you guys are keen to keep watching them. I really enjoy filming them, and if you guys enjoy watching them, then that's something that we can both enjoy together. But thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!